Miller on this faceoff against Stevenson. Miller wins it back. Fox, blue line, pressure, and he'll back out. Cooley will track back with him. Here's Miller. Gaining the red line, gaining the blue line. Miller passing. Cooley scores! Rangers win in overtime. Will Cooley ends the road trip in the win column. The Rangers have won 3 in a row with back-to-back overtimes to punctuate the trip. 3-2 the final here in Seattle.
Will Cooley is the recipient of J.T. Miller driving the offensive zone. He picks up speed through the neutral area of the ice, and that causes Seattle to back off, and that opens up room for Miller to get it to Cooley, and Cooley fires it to the back of the net. Once again, the captain drives the offensive zone, forces Seattle to open or to close down, and that creates space. Here he goes, Miller through the middle, pass, Cooley, wow, upstairs as the cord gets into the butterfly stroke, and the Rangers have won 3 in a row, and Yahoo is the thought from the bench. You head back home on a winning streak.
Now Zibanejad. Mika Zibanejad. Back out for Artemi Panarin. Panarin shoots, kicked out, rebound, score! Gavrikov with the overtime winner!
This is one that this team who won deserved to win. There's absolutely no question. The best performance on home ice of the season gets them the victory in overtime. Mika Zibanejad does a terrific job in the middle of the ice, turning away from coverage in the middle to create space. And eventually, Panarin's going to get the puck as the celebration continues behind the net. Everybody goes home here happy for just the 3rd time at Madison Square Garden. What a job in the middle of the ice by Zibanejad. Controls the puck, opens up the ice to the net, and then a fadeaway backhand chipper by Vlad Gavrikov. If you had him in the 3-on-3 pool, that was a darn good choice as the Rangers win in overtime. Wow.
The crowd was into it right from the start. The Rangers had 20 shots in the 3rd period, tied the game late, and they come off the bench to celebrate the overtime winner scored by Vladislav Gavrikov. Now Quick will settle it down for Robertson. Minute 15 remaining in OT. Tied at 3 at the Garden. Here comes Matthew Robertson. Robertson to the net. He scores! What a play by Matthew Robertson! And the Rangers win it in overtime. 4-3.
What a tremendous move by Matthew Robertson. Robertson going to get this puck in the neutral zone as the Rangers celebrate their 6th win at home on the season. But you see Robertson picks the puck up and he senses the Bruins are in a change, and the real estate favors him. And he barrels down the right side and eventually wins this thing. So the puck's going to come up the wall here, right? And Robertson now realizes he's got room. And watch him pull the puck through and shoot it right through the wickets. That is a tremendous, tremendous sense of real estate and a better move. Backhand, forehand, goal. Matthew Robertson. Get one final look as Jonathan Quick tips it up ice right now. Right now, Robertson recognized, okay, I've got room. I'm going to go to the net. And this is just a brilliant play. It's a brilliant bang, bang, backhand, forehand play. And Jonathan Quick gets the win that has eluded him for a long time here. His 408th career NHL win. Ken.
Now Cooley trying to move away from Van Riemsdyk, running out of room along the line, found Trocheck, pestered by Dubois. Brodzinski moved it to Schneider. From the dot, they score! Tipped in by Will Cooley. And New York leads 3-1.
The Rangers with 275 hits on the year. That's never been a problem for him. He's a prototypical power forward because of his strength and size. He's got good hands. This one, he just bowls his way into the crease. And as Van Riemsdyk tries to deny the pass from Schneider.
And now here's Trocheck. They've done a good job on the kill lately. They've killed 17 of the last 18. Cooley scores! Just out of the box, Will Cooley.
Man, you think about this when you're in the penalty box. First of all, you're hoping for a kill. Now you think maybe I could get a chance. You saw Cooley come in, so there's nobody there to pick him up. He's going to come in back behind Braden Schneider. He's just out of the box. He's been on the ice. This shot here will deflect off the stick. Would have been the easiest guess of all, but man, could those guys agitate.
And credit to our terrific research department working hard in a 7-1 game. Cooley, hat-trick, and he scores! Will Cooley, his first career hat-trick. And an 8-1 lead for New York.
Cooley missed one earlier in the third period. He can really shoot the puck. And this one he takes a sweet little dish from Zibanejad. Another turnover for the Capitals. And into the shelf for Will.
Fox long ahead to Zibanejad. 33 goals this year for Mika. Robertson for Zibanejad. Centers one. They score! Gabe Perreault makes it 2-0 New York.
Offensive instincts and patience with the puck. The Rangers enter the zone with possession. And as Zibanejad is able to look for the opening, he finds Perreault. But Perreault doesn't panic. He doesn't get rid of this in a hurry. He knows he's got enough time to corral the puck, find the open spot, and beat John Gibson. Look at him right there. He actually delays a half a second as he knows he's got enough time. His skate is behind his...
And 40 seconds on the penalty to Sherratt. Detroit 88 points. 7 games remaining, including this one. Brodzinski, they score! A tap-in power play goal for Gabe Perreault. His second goal of the day.
And they've got a chance shorthanded as Comfer hits the goalpost. The play turns around and Brodzinski, who's in the lineup, Mike Sullivan said just has earned his way in and he should stay. He puts this on the tape. It's well timed by Perreault.
For a hat-trick bid for the rookie.
100%. That's what he's going to try it again here too.
Yes, here it is. Gabe Perreault. He scores! A hat-trick for the 20-year-old rookie.
And then JT Miller's going to hang on to this puck until Perreault can catch up.
Now Lafreniere with the puck for the Rangers. Here's Panarin. Back to Lafreniere. Lafreniere dropping it back for Trocheck, and then across. Score! Artemi Panarin ties the game at 1. 43 seconds. Extending his point streak, and now Zibanejad makes it 2-1 Rangers. Zibanejad beats Kolosov.
We don't have the puck. Boom, hits Nick Seeler, a big boy. Down the wall is Schneider, being aggressive.
JT Miller with great patience.
Payback for Mika Zibanejad. Kolosov stopped him on a penalty shot last April. Rangers with numbers. Othman shoots. He scores! His first National Hockey League goal. Brennan Othman, all smiles. Will Cooley retrieves the puck. The Rangers now lead 3-1.
In low, Noah Laba is trailing the play. Cooley elects to go over to Othman. Othman collects it. Fires the shot in the short side high. He takes his time with this. I like Noah Laba staying behind. They're not both in the same lane.
Morrow over for the Rangers. Back out to Trocheck. And now Panarin. Cross-ice pass, score! Zibanejad! And that's a Rangers record. Career power play goal number 117 in a Ranger uniform, surpassing Camille Henry and his good buddy, Chris Kreider.
They hit Mika just off the back wall. They recover the puck. You see how they worked it around. All three righties.
10 in favor of the Rangers. Here's Miller, cross-ice pass, score! It is now 5-1. Mika Zibanejad, set up by JT Miller. It's a hat trick.
Rangers. We'll see.
Here come the Hats.
I believe it's Morrow stepping up. Yeah, here come the Hats in Philly.
Now Miller. 2:15 remaining in overtime. Nice move by JT Miller. Down the right side. Moves in, shoots, and scores! It's an overtime winner. JT Miller beating Stuart Skinner. Rangers off the bench. They win the game 4-3.
That is awesome. Awesome finish. The Rangers were brilliant in the third period. Kill off a penalty against probably the most dangerous set of forwards on a 4-on-3 in overtime. And JT Miller makes a great subtle move to open up space to get to the net. And the Rangers pull one out here in Edmonton in overtime. Miller get the puck here and a nice sweeping move, holds it, just holds it long enough. Draisaitl doesn't commit to defend. Bouchard doesn't commit to defend. And there's a wide open lane and oh, baby, back of the net. The Rangers in overtime for the first time this season get the extra point.
JT Miller with his 6th career goal against Stuart Skinner, more than any other player in the National Hockey League.
It's that subtle move in the neutral zone, too, that just drew Draisaitl away from him. And it created all kinds of space. Now you're coming in off your off wing, so your stick on the forehand is going to have enough mustard on it to beat the goaltender. And Gavrikov does a good job getting back.
Sherry had the puck taken away, and then he kept it in the zone for Will Cooley. Cooley to the net. 2 opportunities. Laba scores! It was stopped initially, and then beat Fowler. Rangers are on the board.
Really good job by Will Cooley, just staying with the puck coming down the right side. And the guy that picked up on that theme of staying with it is going to be the goal scorer in his second attempt. Rangers do a good job of kind of playing with fire a little bit at the blue line. Cooley comes in, he drops the inside shoulder, stays with it, as does Laba. In goes Cooley, puck wanders its way, 1 swipe, 2nd swipe, and the Rangers pulled it within 2 here on the power play in the first period.
So that ends an 0-for-13 stretch. First power play goal in the NHL for Noah Laba.
Just stay with it, all right? Sometimes you just got to grind it out, and I think that's the Rangers have to get that mentality when it comes to offense.
Now here's Panarin. Panarin moving it on Fowler, and he draws a penalty or a penalty shot. Let's see. It will be a penalty shot for Artemi Panarin.
That has to be a penalty shot. And in a dramatic fashion, the official holds the call. And Marty St. Louis, I think, Marty, I love you, brother, but you take a look at the replay. Now, again, Panarin's in all alone. I mean, Yeah, he's turning to the net, and it's a last-ditch attempt by the defender. And if you're going to have somebody take a penalty shot trailing by 2 to get you to within 1, I think you probably put number 10 from the Rangers in that position. As Dobson puts the yank on the bread man, and away we go.
So Fowler in his second NHL game facing a penalty shot. Here comes Panarin down the left side. Panarin to the net. Score!
Talk about patience being a virtue. This is a good example here as Artemi Panarin comes in off the left side. Why does he come in? That makes his forehand to the middle of the ice. Drags it across, and then off the post, it goes ping, ping. And it's just a great job, right? We often talk about Panarin's ability to kind of hold the puck till the last point of release. And I got to think that a goaltender is never 100% sure when he's going to get rid of it. Well, he got rid of it here, and the Rangers, just like that, are back in this hockey game. Wow.
Dirty areas, and we saw it there. There's Robertson with a shot. Now Cooley looks to back it in. He scores! Will Cooley from a tough angle. His second point of the night, and the Rangers pull to within a goal.
Well, again, it's Lava, Cooley, and Berard to get the puck into the offensive zone and just go to work. And this is how the Rangers have to believe that they're going to get some depth in scoring. They're not going to get those high-end offensive chances. You just get it down, go to work. Lava keeps the puck alive. Puck is advanced towards the net. And Cooley said, you know what? There's a lot going on in the front of the net. I might as well throw it there. And that's going to go off of Blaine Hudson's skate, it looks like. The left skate. Let's take a look here around the crease. Around the crease. There's an awful lot going on around the crease. And the puck enters, and the Rangers get back to within 1. Will Cooley.
Miller, Trocheck, Sherry on the ice here. Trocheck with the puck. Now Matheson chasing with Sherry. Sherry cuts it off behind the net. Sherry back out to the point. Push up by Robertson. Save. Rebound. Score! JT Miller. You called it, Dave. Tied at 4.
What a nifty move right on top of the goaltender by JT Miller. This is a veteran against a rookie goaltender. After the Rangers did a nice job of getting the puck into the offensive zone and getting it towards the net where Miller found some open ice, right? In it goes. Sherry does a really good job of anticipating where that puck's going. He stays with it. And now Miller's going to sneak out of the traffic and just a nifty little backhand move. Watch. There. Oops. Nice, cute little move. The Ranger captain against the neophyte netminder. And the Rangers, just like that, have this puppy tied at 4.
Check wins another faceoff. Zibanejad with the puck. Watched by Suzuki. Trocheck setting up in front. Panarin for Trocheck. Back out to Zibanejad. Now Miller fires and scores! He scores! JT Miller wins the game in overtime.
Wow, did this thing get to the back of the net in a hurry? And it's the face-off, back-to-back face-off wins by Vincent Trocheck. Ends up with this massive humanity celebrating an overtime win here on an original 6 night where the Rangers honored franchise players from the 70s, 80s, into the 90s. And on the power play off possession, Vinny Trocheck to Panarin, and boom, short side. 5-4 Rangers in overtime on the power play. One more look. This is a beauty, folks. Matheson tries to block it. It gets to JT's stick so fast it gets to the back of the net. One more time, folks. That put the nail in the Montreal coffin. The Rangers celebrate, come off the bench, coughed up the game's first 3 goals. Never say die. And win at home for the 4th time this season.
There were 5 former captains on the ice during the pregame ceremony. And the current captain scores the last 2 goals of this game. Rangers win it 5-4 in overtime.
Yeah, Igor Shesterkin to JT Miller. Miller with the nifty move in the second period to tie the game at 4. And the thing you like about Miller, it's been a frustrating season offensively so far. But I'll tell you, he's got to be held. He holds himself accountable for his game, and he's a very, very concise analyst as to what's gone on during a game. Just love the openness of their captain, despite the fact of the struggles he even admits he's having scoring, has kept the attitude in the right spot. JT Miller.
Here's Panarin. Lundell got a stick on the attempted pass across. Panthers get some fresh penalty killers on the ice. Panarin back into the Florida zone. Puck comes across. They score! The Rangers take a 1-0 lead on the power play. Mika Zibanejad beating Sergei Bobrovsky.
All the way down after the turnover by Panarin. He got the puck at his blue line. He gets to the Lafreniere, and then Zibanejad goes hard to the net. He wins the battle on Marchand. And no chance for Bobrovsky on that weak side. But the quick turn up, the lack of a clear 200 feet allowed the Rangers to quick up.
Penalty expires. Ekblad returns. Trocheck hit the ice. Here comes Lafreniere. Slides it across. Score! Beautiful setup for Zibanejad, and the Rangers take a 3-0 lead. Mika Zibanejad with his 2nd goal and 3rd point tonight.
Coming up the ice. But he still has the presence of mind to get this puck over. And then Lafreniere makes a great play by Gustav Forsling. Forsling thinks he's going to get this puck. But then Lafreniere just chips it by him through his legs, and then he makes his perfect pass. Bobrovsky doesn't have his stick. He drops it to try to make the stop there, Bush. But Zibanejad had a wide open net, and it's 3-0.
Bennett puts the puck, bounces away from Marchand. Zibanejad with it. Shoots for the empty net and scores! The first ever Winter Classic hat trick.
If somebody can toss a hat on the ice from where they're sitting, it'd be a world record, because as we say how far away the stands and the fans are from the rink.
A shorthanded empty net goal. The 3rd goal and 5th point of the game for Mika Zibanejad.
Hanger better get busy on that Cocoa Cup. Get the engraving out there. You got a lot of ink.
What a day for Mika Zibanejad, named to the Swedish Olympic team. Stepping up is Gavrikov. Drops it back to Connor Sherry, who has a point in consecutive games. Box towards the net. Score! Cartier!
Puck rattles around in front, and it's a shot from the point. It doesn't quite make it to Gus, so he doesn't have the ability to feel where the rebound is, but that puck lays right on the tape of Gavrikov on his backhand as he's flying by in a flash screen. That's a defender down on the goal line that gets a rebound on his stick, and Gus, as he retreats and enters into the reverse VH on that post, ends up kicking it into his net. I think that puck's going in anyway. It's not going out the other side. That's an incredible play.
A late bump onto Igor Shesterkin, and he's going to drop the gloves with Jacob Markstrom. A goalie fight at the Garden. Shesterkin, the grab hand on Markstrom. 2 jabs with the left, a third, a fourth, a fifth.
Markstrom coming back with a hard right. Shesterkin counters. Markstrom over the top. Shesterkin pounding him. 2, 3, 4. He connects. Shesterkin keeping his footing. Markstrom trying to go over the top. Shesterkin takes him down. Wow! A little bump is all it took. And Shesterkin wanted all of the smoke. And Markstrom was able to answer.
That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable.